First of all, I'd like to thank all of you for joining us today. Whenever you get an athlete of Che's caliber to join your team, that's a reason to celebrate. And the Adidas team is thrilled to have him on board. All right, I know you all want to talk to him, so we'll get right to it and toss it to Che for questions.
Ted the man, what's up?
Congrats on the new deal, Che. So what's it mean to sign a deal like that at this stage of your career?
You know, Ted, it's pretty awesome. You know, growing up playing basketball, that was always a big dream, being repped by a shoe company, so it's a real thrill. Okay, I'll take another question. Vinny, what's up?
Now that you got all that shoe deal money, you planning on splurging a little?
Oh, I'm gonna splurge a little.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Let's see, I'm gonna buy myself a Lambo.
That's a crazy expensive car, isn't it?
Well, I'm a crazy talented individual. It comes with the territory, Vin, come on.
All right, we got time for one more question. Patty.
Any plans to release a signature shoe?
I mean, that's the goal, yeah? I believe in myself, so why shouldn't I believe I deserve my own shoe?
All right, that's all the time we have questions for. I want to thank everybody for attending, and of course to Che, too, for being so kind to give us a few minutes during his busy schedule.
Thanks, everyone. Appreciate it.
All right.
Hey, Patty, we got to sit down for the interview.
You know it.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. And our broadcast team tonight, Greg Anthony here. And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, for all of the star power of Blake...
Yeah, and he has their confidence. David, thank you. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You take a look at the Pistons. They're right now in the 8th spot in the conference here in the early part of the season. And, of course, the Bulls tied up with them.
Yeah, but checking out Chicago, they've made a big leap forward this season. Just being in the playoff discussion marks a ton of progress from where they were at this point a year ago.
This is a much different team now, especially in terms of attitude and effort.
And a different look here for the Pistons. Morris is checked in for Andre Drummond. Christian Wood comes in for Blake Griffin. Tony Snell's checked in for Doumbouya. And it's Jackson in for Kennard. And it's Rose, this time the assist by Morris. And it's 6 points for Rose.
Derek is just exceptional in the paint. A gifted scorer amongst the trees.
Pass to Satoransky. Will it go? Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
We know he has the range, and we know he has the attack mindset.
Jackson finds Morris. Right side Rose. That one's not going to go. So the Bulls will take it the other way. This game against Detroit here, it's their first meeting of the season.
Two division rivals facing off tonight. They'll see one another 4 times this season. One area that the Pistons were great in last year was perimeter defense.
What they did, GA, they closed out on shooters fantastically. They got hands up and hands up high. Allowed the fewest threes against as a team. Their interior defense was just so-so, but on the perimeter, they were tough.
Jackson against Satoransky. Jackson misses. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Cavaliers.
You got to give him an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
Yes, out on the road, it's hard to overcome missed opportunities, even when you're playing hard.
On the wing, Morris. Back to Rose. Lets the three fly. Here's Wood. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Thaddeus Young. Pistons have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
In the
ends up going with the new group. And a different look here for the Pistons. Andre Drummond's checked in for Morris. Griffin comes in for Christian Wood. Doomboy is checked in for Tony Snell. And it's Luke Kennard in for Reggie Jackson. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. Then there's Carter. Then it's Zach LaVine. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Chicago Bulls continue to be a team in rebuild mode. They traded for Otto Porter at the deadline last season, and that seemed like a turning point. It lessened the logjam in the front court, and his versatile game fit well with some of the young players. Now that they've added rookie Kobe White with other moves this summer, fans are eager to see this young team take the next step. Kevin?
And David, they've got some pieces too. Thank you. Griffin against Markkanen. Kennard, the pass to Rose. 5 on the clock. Pulls it up. They get it again. Drummond. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
He's got it going here in the second, gaining momentum as this game continues to go.
Nice D from Rose. Pistons trail by 9.
A quick, good shot here, and they can go 2 for 1.
Trying to squeeze out every extra possession, but they have to work fast.
2 points. That one goes.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Well, Chicago has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by the Pistons. Griffin's got his 4th rebound in this one. Rose in the post. That'll do it for the first half. Bulls lead by 7. It's time. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit.
Che, 1 sec.
What up, Coach?
Nice work on D. The guys are really feeding off of you.
Thanks, Coach. I'm trying.
I see that. Keep it up.
Yes, sir.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Lowry Markkanen having a dominant impact. Different look here for Detroit. Morris is checked in for Drummond. Christian Wood comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Jackson in for Doomboy. And Detroit, looking at who they've got. Jackson is out there with Rose. Then there's Markieff Morris. And it's Wood in at the 4 spot. 1:44 left to play in the third. Done against Rose. Outside Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. 18 points for Reggie Jackson.
One criticism of Jim Boylan before getting extended, it's called too slow and too methodical. He addressed that this offseason by getting a top assistant to redesign the offense.
Here's Rose, and finished off by Rose.
Each possession, more confidence from Derrick Rose. He wants the basketball. He's starting to knock him down.
Murray outside. There's 57 seconds left in the third to end the cold streak, and the basket is good. Murray's got 5 now.
Excellent timing on that play and a wonderful pass.
Rose surveying the D. Back to Wood. On the wing, Jackson. Dunn covering. Shot from 12. Markkanen pulls it in.
Oh, just everything right about that crossover. Just didn't have anything left there for the finish.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Pistons. A 2-point game. Out to Morris. Nice ball movement by Detroit. All alone. Misses off the right iron.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. It's Chicago. They're up by 1. From the United Center in Chicago. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the...
Teams will make substitutions.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
And they're looking to tie it up, live to play another period. We'll see what they run right here.
And so the big win by Detroit in a tight game. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.